Good evening and welcome. We are so excited to have you here joining us virtually this evening for the OACAC, or Ohio Association of College Admission Counseling virtual college fair. My name is James. I'll be facilitating this evening. Just before we jump into our college presentations, just wanted to give a few housekeeping items. First of all, you have the option to ask questions of any of our representatives joining us this evening. You can do so using the Q&A function in Zoom. Please make sure that you direct those specifically to the college or colleges that you're wanting to hear from. That way you get the best and most accurate information for your specific question. Your camera and microphone are off, so we cannot see or hear you, so just please feel free to utilize that Q&A function. There may be additional sessions happening through OACAC later on in the spring, and so if you are interested in learning more about those, you can visit strivescan.com/Ohio. But more importantly, this session, as well as all of our sessions from this evening, are being recorded, and you will have access to those within about a week or so from that same website, strivescan.com/Ohio. So you are here to hear from the colleges in session C6. And so we are going to go ahead and get that started. And we are first going to hear from Coastal Carolina University.
Thank you so much, James. Hi, everybody. My name is Cameron Gonzalez. I'm the Assistant Director of Admissions Recruitment here at Coastal Carolina University. I'm really glad you guys have decided to join us today and learn a little bit more about Coastal and any of my other institutions that are sharing this with us. So quick background on Coastal. We were founded in 1954 and we became a public university in 1993. We are a very young institution, but we are a fast-growing institution. We are located in Conway, South Carolina, but unless you're from the Carolinas, you probably don't know where that is. So we just say Myrtle Beach because we are only 9 miles from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. We have just over 10,000 students on campus with 5 academic colleges and over 90 different programs of study. We have over 90 different programs of undergraduates, over 20 different masters, and 2 doctorate programs. We like to say we are kind of like the Goldilocks of universities. We're not too small, we're not too big, we're just right with that middle institution. We are a liberal arts institution, so students can get a Bachelor of Arts or a Bachelor of Fine Arts, but we do also have majors with the Bachelors of Science. You can get degrees in management, marketing, hospitality, resort tourism, communication, intelligence and national security, graphic design, digital and culture design, marine science, health sciences, a wide variety to choose from. But we have a 16-to-1 student faculty ratio, which is great. So we have no lecture halls whatsoever. They're all going to be classroom style. The most you'll see in a classroom is maybe 20, 25 students. And as you focus on your major, those class sizes will get a lot smaller. And 79% of our faculty members do possess a doctoral or a terminal degree, which is the highest level education one can attain. So you can feel good knowing that the people who are teaching you this stuff have the accreditation and the education to back up what they're teaching. Here at Coastal, we have over 120 clubs and organizations on campus, everything from Greek life, faith-based, SGA, club sports, you name it, more than likely we have it. We have clubs that focus on future goals as careers. We also have recreational clubs and organizations. If anybody is a huge Harry Potter fan out there, we do have a Quidditch team. Yes, it is a Muggle style, so you're not actually flying on broomsticks, but you are staying on the ground, and it is a club sport, so you're competing against other colleges and universities as well. But we also have fun clubs and organizations like a radio station. We have a cheer team. We have a men's lacrosse club. We even have a hammock club, and that's exactly what it sounds like. A hammock club is where you just hang around on campus in one of the trees. And if you're ever on campus visiting, if it's a nice day, I'm sure you will see some students just hanging around in the trees. Here at Coastal, we are Division I. We have 19 Division I sports teams here. We all compete in the Sun Belt Conference with the exception of men's soccer. They compete in the USA Conference. But we have a lot of great titles that have come out of our program. Men's baseball were the College World Series champions back in 2016. If anyone followed our football team this year, we went undefeated the whole season. We beat some killer teams. So you probably saw us on ESPN on national television quite a few times. It's not going to be the last time, but if you are interested in playing a sport here on Coastal's campus, you definitely can come out and fill out the recruiter questionnaire. And all of the student tickets to all of our sporting events, our home games, are free to our students. To give you an idea of where Coastal is coming from, our students come from all across the nation. 49% of our students are in-state, 49% are out-of-state, and 2% are international. We receive just over 15,000 applications each year, with about 13,000 of them being for the freshman class. And the darker teal that you see on this map is where we get the most applications from. So up and down 95. And yes, freshmen, you are allowed to bring vehicles to campus. Your parking pass is only $75 for the entire year. These are our requirements to get in. These are not our minimums. This is just that middle 50% range we see students come in with that we would like for you to shoot for as well. So GPA is a 3.2 to a 4.0, ACT 19 to 24, and SAT 1020 to an 1150. Now, we are test optional this year. So if you have a 3.5 GPA in a rigorous college prep program, maybe you took some CCPs, IPs, or IBs, AP courses, anything along those lines, you can apply test optional. Now, there are 3 majors in particular that will require you to still take the SAT or ACT regardless of your GPA, and that is Intelligence and National Security, Marine Science, or our 2+2 nursing program. Those are departmental requirements. They're not admission requirements, so we can't really do much on that. But if you are a senior currently and you are still interested in applying to Coastal and you haven't been able to take the ACT due to COVID issues and protocols not being able to test, just let me know. I'd be more than happy to work with you and give you an understanding of how to better submit additional documents for admission consideration. But we look for 20 core requirements coming in. This is what we're looking at. Keep in mind, though, again, we do understand students are coming from all across the nation. So maybe you don't need all of these requirements to graduate from your high school. So if your high school diploma does not require, let's say, for example, 4 units of a math, maybe it only requires 3, just keep in contact with me, communicate with me, let me know. That way I am familiar and aware, and that way it doesn't completely go a different direction for your application. We will still review you as any normal student. Now, we are not early action. We are not early decision. We are rolling admission, which means we review files year round. Once we have a completed file for you, we can get you a decision in less than 3 weeks. So the turnaround time is very quick. There are 2 ways to apply. You can apply through our main institutional application at coastal.edu/apply, or you can apply through the Common App, which is new this year as well. Whichever is your preference, we're not too picky. It's whatever you're most comfortable with. And then for any of our rising juniors and seniors up there, if you are going to be applying for fall of 2022, our priority date to be automatically considered for merit awards is December 1st. And just to give you an idea of what our numbers are for tuition purposes, tuition out of state is set at $27,394. It is frozen for this year as well as next year. The housing and the meal plan options that you see are the most expensive options. So there are more budget-friendly options to choose from. So that total at the bottom will fluctuate a little bit based off of your preference. And keep in mind that's also before any kind of loans, grants, merit awards, scholarships, etc. 86% of our students do receive some kind of financial aid or scholarship. Fill out the FAFSA. It's a free application. It's a great way to see how much you can afford coming to Coastal or any institution for that matter. But our office also handles merit awards, which is awarded money that we give you based off of how you did in school. So what we're doing is we're taking everything into consideration from a holistic approach. We're looking at your GPA, your class rank if your school has it, letters of recommendation, essays, writing samples. We look at all of that, and that's going to range from 15% all the way to 60% tuition coverage. And as long as you're maintaining a full-time student status and a 3.0 GPA, this is renewable every single year. We even have individual merit awards for the visual and performing arts, as well as PGA golf management certification program. We are one of 18 schools in the entire nation to offer that PGA certification. But that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining. If you have any other questions or concerns, feel free to drop them in the chat feature, or that is my contact information on the screen. I'd be more than happy to assist you in these next process or answer anything that you may have.
Fantastic. Thank you so much to Coastal Carolina University for joining us this evening. And again, students, just a reminder to please utilize the Q&A function to ask any questions that you have. Direct those specifically to the school or schools that you're wanting to hear from. We are now going to hear from the University of South Carolina.
All right. Hello, everyone. You've made it to the session tonight that apparently all the Carolina schools are in, and some others too. We got some good Ohio ones here with us as well. So you're definitely getting a lot of good information tonight. My name is Hannah Zimmerer, and I am the regional rep for the University of South Carolina. What that means is I actually live in Ohio all year round. I live in Cincinnati. I endure all the crazy weather just like you all do. I don't get the Carolina sun all the time, but I do get to head down to campus quite often. So I'm going to go ahead and just dive right in since we have such a short time tonight. But when I start the conversation about South Carolina, I always like to start with our location. We're located in Columbia, South Carolina, which is right smack dab in the middle of the state of South Carolina. So about an hour and a half from the beach, about an hour and a half from the mountains. So really good centrally located location. And we're the capital city. So we really have a good mix of big city size plus geographic location, plus a lot of amenities as well. So you definitely get a good mix of big city feel, small town Southern charm, but then also lots of outdoor adventures and things to do outside as well to take advantage of the nice weather. Some of our amenities include a lot of great restaurants. That's for sure. We have, you're always going to find Southern cuisine, pimento cheese, shrimp and grits, Carolina barbecue, but then you're also going to be able to find food from all over the world and culture from all over the world as well in Columbia. We have lots of concerts come to campus, anything from big ones like Beyonce and Jay-Z or Kenny Chesney to smaller local musicians playing at restaurants and venues around town and around campus as well. We have tons of festivals come to Columbia, a lot of outdoor adventures. So you can really take advantage of the city that you're in. And then our campus is really situated in the heart of downtown Columbia, but you still manage to have that traditional college campus feel, which I really, really like. And there's no major streets running through campus, so plenty of green space, plenty of Southern charm, plenty of college campus feel for sure. This is what our freshman class looks like. So although you'll be coming from Ohio, you'll definitely meet students from all over. Our students come from all 50 states, over 100 different countries, and we have about 27,000 undergraduate students. So yes, it is a big school. You're gonna get all those big school resources like research, world-renowned professors, big college game days. But we have a very special way of making it feel small with a really great sense of belonging. And that's my absolute favorite thing about South Carolina. And that's a big reason why we're ranked #1 in the country for first year experience. So really making our students feel at home and making a home away from home in South Carolina. We have over 100 different majors to choose from all of these different colleges and schools. I definitely don't have time to talk about all of them. That would take forever and I'd be talking for a lot longer than y'all want to hear me talk. So I really encourage you to actually schedule a meeting with me one-on-one. I'd be happy to go over your major with you, talk about what classes you would take within your major, talk about your career goals and how Carolina can help you get there. So don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm going to share my contact at the end, but I would love to meet with you one-on-one. But the important thing to note about our academics at South Carolina is you can really make the most of it and make your degree what you want and really specialize to meet your career goals. Now, students at South Carolina are really successful because they're not only doing stuff in the classroom, they're really taking advantage of opportunities outside the classroom as well. So you get to really enhance your academic experience. Most of our majors actually require you to do one of these beyond the classroom experiences, whether that's undergraduate research. You can start that as early as freshman year, or study abroad opportunities. We are ranked about 16 in the country for study abroad as well. So many of our students are study abroad. You don't have to have any certain major to go abroad or anything like that. And a lot of our financial aid and scholarships actually apply to your study abroad experiences too. So that's a big one for us. But then we're also in a city, so you're always going to be able to find internships, service work. Our classes take field trips together. Really, the goal is to build your resume while you're in college so that when you graduate, you're ready to dive into your dream job, or you're ready to dive into your dream graduate school, medical school, whatever that may look like for you. We also have a lot of Gamecock spirit. We have a lot of Gamecock pride. We're the type of university where if you're visiting on a random day, people are always still going to be wearing their Gamecock garnet and black gear, really taking advantage of getting free tickets to all of our sporting events. We are in the Southeastern Conference, so the SEC, so we play some pretty big name teams. And our women's basketball team is actually currently in March Madness. They're playing right now, actually, so I'm definitely going to tune into that when we're done tonight. But so you definitely have some great sporting events to cheer on, but I love also that our students are ready to cheer on the engineering team or cheer on our academic decathlon team as well. You're always going to find that Gamecock pride, and you can go get lost in the crowd at big football games, but then when you come back to campus, get into your classes, get into your residence halls, you're not getting lost in the crowd, and you really have your sense of belonging on campus. And once you belong to the South Carolina community, you will immediately begin to see the return on investment from those inside and outside of the classroom experiences. And it's going to lead you to an alumni base of over 350,000 worldwide. So all 50 states, all different countries that our alumni are living in. All right. This is our freshman profile for the current freshman class. So each class competes with itself for admission and scholarships. These are just our mid-ranges, so they're not exacts. It's not like if you have an exact GPA or test score, you're automatically in. We were test optional this year, and we hope to make a decision about next year very soon, so definitely stay tuned. But this is what our general numbers look like. Again, they're going to look very different every single year. And that's about all I have for you. So you can always contact me. I work from home. I worked from home before working from home was a thing with COVID. So I love the human interaction. I love getting to know y'all. So please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can find my information here or just go ahead and scan it, schedule a one-on-one with me, ask me about Carolina. I'm always happy to hear from you. Thanks, y'all.
Fantastic. And thank you to the University of South Carolina for that wonderful information. And again, just as a reminder, students, if you have any questions, make sure that you get those to our representatives so that they can best assist you, and make sure to address those specifically to the college that you're wanting to hear from. We are now going to turn it over to Winthrop University.
Hi, good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I do just have a video for you guys. Should you have any questions, please feel free to let me know.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth, and I am an admissions counselor for Winthrop University. Winthrop is a public, comprehensive university that is ranked 8th by U.S. News and World Report among Southern public universities and in the top 25 of public and private institutions in the region. Through an educational experience that blends liberal arts, professional programs, global awareness, and civic engagement, Winthrop will help you develop the knowledge, skills, and values that will enrich your life and prepare you for all the future holds. Founded in 1886, Winthrop offers bachelor's and master's degrees through both on-campus and online programs. Our historic and scenic campus is located in Rock Hill, South Carolina, just 20 minutes south of Charlotte. Our traditions of national caliber academics, championship athletics, and student-centered achievements create a campus community that is known for its diversity, excellence, and family atmosphere. With just under 6,000 students and over 40 different undergraduate majors, there is a place for everyone academically. Recently introduced programs such as data science, digital information design, applied software development, and educational studies ensures that students have a variety of paths to choose from. Winthrop is one of 37 institutions nationally with all 5 performing arts programs: music, theater, art, dance, and design. With over 100 performances throughout the academic year, students are continuously getting to showcase their talent within the College of Visual and Performing Arts. The College of Arts and Sciences is home to the Center for Public Opinion and Policy Research, as well as the West Forum on Politics and Policy. Students have the opportunity to start undergraduate research as early as their freshman year and even earlier through programs such as Eagle STEM. Experiential learning is showcased in every department on campus via student research, study abroad, internships, and community outreach. Student life is an integral component of the campus community and provides opportunities for individual growth and is dedicated to the development of an inclusive community. Student life helps to cultivate tomorrow's service-oriented and civic-minded leaders. With over 160 different student organizations, 40 intramural sports teams, 18 Greek organizations, and 16 NCAA Division I sports teams, students have a variety of activities to choose from to fill their days. There are 2 options when applying to Winthrop: with ACT or SAT scores or without, known as test optional. First, let's look at how to apply with test scores. For this option, the 3 required materials to complete your application are: 1, a completed online application; 2, your high school transcript; and 3, your official SAT or ACT scores. The important thing to note here is that your scores need to be official and sent directly from the respective testing agency. Now let's look at how to apply without test scores, the test optional route. For this option, you will also submit 3 materials, 2 of which will be the same as the previous application route. 1, a complete online application, and 2, your high school transcript. The third item required for this option will be a short answer essay for which a prompt will be provided. At any point during the application process, you can check your status and any missing materials by logging into your Winthrop status portal. While Winthrop accepts applications on a rolling basis, there are important deadlines to remember. Fall priority deadline is November 1st. Spring priority deadline, as well as Winthrop scholarship deadline, is February 1st. Winthrop Merit Scholarships are awarded automatically based on your academic performance information. To be eligible for these scholarships, all of your required application materials must be submitted by February 1st of the year for which you are applying. Winthrop also offers other scholarship awards such as visual and performing arts, athletic, community service, and major or program-specific scholarships. Winthrop scholarships are offered to in and out-of-state students. Any out-of-state student who is awarded a Winthrop scholarship will also receive what's known as the out-of-state tuition grant. This grant covers the difference of in-state and out-of-state tuition, essentially allowing the student to pay the in-state tuition cost. To learn more about specific Winthrop scholarship awards, please contact the Office of Admissions. Come visit with us. Winthrop is currently holding limited capacity in-person tours during the week, as well as 2 in-person Saturday visit options each month. To ensure safety, Winthrop requires all tour participants to wear masks and to socially distance, and registered students must submit a health screening form. Virtual visit options are also available, each led by one of our admissions counselors. Visit our website to find open dates. Thank you for learning more about Winthrop. We hope to see you soon and look forward to receiving your application.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much to Winthrop University for that wonderful video. And moving right along, we are now going to hear from Ohio Northern University.
All right, hello everyone. I'm Carolyn, an Assistant Director of Admissions at Ohio Northern, and I'm also a proud Polar Bear alumni, so I'm very excited to be presenting to you today. This is obviously a very brief glimpse into the university. So as Hannah mentioned, if you like anything that you hear today or you want to learn a little bit more, please reach out to us. That's what we're here for. That's our job. So we would be more than happy to discuss any details further with you. So Ohio Northern is located in Northwest Ohio. We are in Ada, which is about an hour south of Toledo, hour and a half from Columbus, and an hour and a half from Dayton. So kind of centrally located amongst some larger metropolitan cities. Ohio Northern has just under 3,000 students on campus, which really makes it a perfect blend of a small university where you're going to get a lot of one-to-one attention from your professors. The average class size is around 19, so that gives you a better picture of the actual learning environment. But it's also big enough that you get to meet a lot of new people and have that atmosphere where you're getting to know a lot of other people from different backgrounds. We currently offer 58 majors and 51 minors, and those all fall under our colleges of arts and sciences, business, engineering, pharmacy, and law. What we focus on is what we call high impact learning. So basically, we want you to take what you're learning in the classroom and apply it to real world situations. So whether that be an internship, a co-op, or research, we're going to work with you as an individual to find what your passion is and help you find opportunities that go beyond the classroom and beyond the university. Those opportunities lead to excellent placement. For our class of 2020 that graduated amidst the pandemic, 95% of them had a job or were in a graduate program within 6 months of graduation. So that's something that we're extremely proud of and that we work really hard to make sure that our alumni are finding jobs when they're done at Ohio Northern. We offer over 200 student organizations on campus. So for a school our size, that means our campus life is really active. Those organizations range from Division III athletics to music and theater. We have club and intramural sports. We have Greek life, religious life. We are a Methodist affiliated university, which means we were founded on values of service. And so we have a lot of service components as well. And some of those even tie into your major and your field of study. Ada is a unique location. It is a more rural area, which really, as I said, forces our campus to be very vibrant, and we have a very active student life. The nice thing about our location, especially during this pandemic, is that it really kind of protected our students. And we have been on campus doing in-person learning since the beginning of the fall semester this year. If you're interested in applying, you can do so either through our website online or through the Common Application. And either way you choose to apply, it is free to do so. That application does become available right after the summer after junior year is complete. And we are test optional this current year, as well as for the class of 2022 as well. If you're interested in visiting, we are offering in-person visits with safety guidelines in place, and we also have virtual visit options. Either way you choose to visit, you're going to be able to meet with a professor in the field of study you're interested in. You can take a tour of campus, and you can meet with an admissions representative. So to wrap things up, I want to give you guys 3 unique highlights of our student life. The first being our mud volleyball tournament. This is something that has been a long-standing tradition on our campus and happens welcome weekend every year. So we have mud pits on campus, everybody jumps in, has a really awesome time. We'll have faculty and staff participate, and the university president even comes out and joins that mud volleyball tournament. The second unique highlight is our polar plunge. Being polar bears, it's only fitting that we jump into the lake in the dead cold of winter. So that fundraiser raises money for ALS and is always a really fun time as well. And then the last highlight is our Polar Paws organization. This is a newer organization that basically trains service dogs. So we have students on campus that take these dogs with them to class, to the dining hall, in their residence halls, really just getting them acclimated to being around other people. And then after they're on campus for a certain amount of time, they go off to further training to become service dogs. So that's kind of ONU in a very quick nutshell. If you do have questions, please feel to reach out to us and we'd be happy to share more.
Wonderful. Thank you so much to Ohio Northern University. And again, students, we only have a couple more representatives presenting, so please make sure that you get those questions in if you have any. We are now going to hear from Youngstown State University.
Hello, everybody. My name is Rolando, and I'm an admissions coordinator here at Youngstown State University. And today I'm going to be telling you a lot more about the YSU experience. But before I do that, I'm just going to start with a quick little video showing why we are Y and proud.
We're here to be a part of something bigger, to make things happen. For you, college is about knowledge being shared, and learning experiences that aren't limited to the classroom. On campus, you want to matter. It's about engaging every day, building relationships with students, with mentors, with the community, in the heart of a reinvented city. We are that something bigger. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
And a little bit more about us. We are an urban research institution. We're located right in Youngstown, Ohio. And the nice thing is that we kind of have the best of both worlds. We're located right in a city, but we also have tons of neighboring cities as well, Akron, Pittsburgh, and Cleveland. And we also have tons of ways for you to get involved right here on our campus. So if you're interested in internships, practicum experiences, or just researching more about your program, we have over $39 million specifically to help you just research more and get involved with that field. Now, as far as our classroom sizes, we are smaller in the classroom. So you're normally looking at around a 14:1 student faculty ratio. That classroom size is about 26, and that really allows you to just really build that relationship with your professors and also the students. Now, as far as your YSU experience goes, there's a lot there for you to take in, and that starts with our academics. Now, we do have 5 different colleges with over 115 different majors, and there's a lot there for you to take in, whether that be nursing, and they have mannequins that actually simulate different symptoms, or criminal justice program that also has a mock crime scene, or our 3D printing labs with our College of STEM. There's a lot there for you to get involved with. We have our tenure track professors, people that have been through this, they know what they're doing, and they're going to help you with your program as well. Those research opportunities I mentioned, those experiential learning, hands-on learning for you to build that experience. And then lastly, our honors college. So the nice thing about the honors college is you have different ways to get involved with volunteering right here on our campus, get some more experience there. They have their own additional scholarships and also their own living learning community. Now, if you are interested in joining the honors college, they do have their separate requirements, which is a 3.5 GPA, an ACT of 26, or an SAT of 1240. But the nice thing, like I said, lots of ways for you to just make new friends and get involved right here on our campus. So that's a little bit about our academics, but here's how we're going to help you throughout your 4 years, and that starts with our academic advisement. So if you have any questions about your program, if you're taking the right classes, they're going to help you make sure your 4 years is intact. Career and academic advising can help you with getting your job or your internship when you're looking to graduate. So getting you involved, making sure your resume is intact and that you have that interview experience. We also always have counselors available 24/7. We know college can be a little stressful, so we're here to help you throughout all 4 years. We'll help you with an IEP through Disability Services. The Center for Student Progress is great for tutors. And then lastly, we have an area for math, for writing, to really take care of you as well. And the biggest thing is all this is free for our full-time students. Now, there's also tons of ways to get involved here at YSU. That starts with our campus rec. That's available as of now. That's where you'll find our 53-foot rock wall, our basketball courts, our volleyball courts. All of that is still open. I took a spinning class, and there's, like I said, a lot there to get involved with. We also have Greek life opportunities for you to really just meet new people, but also give back to your community. I know one event they actually held was the Gwinathon, which they had a dance marathon right here on our campus. They raised $56,000 for Akron Children's Hospital just this past year. So a lot of ways for that. Student activities, we have a little over 200 different groups on our campus. We also have a Quidditch team. We also have a Humans versus Zombies team as well. So if that's something you're interested in. Athletics, we are Division I here at YSU. We have a student government, honor societies. If you're interested in getting involved with veteran affairs, with an armed forces, they'll help you with that transition process. And then lastly, in terms of employment, a lot of ways to get involved here on campus, get that additional job experience, whether that be in resident services or being a tour guide on our campus. A lot of ways for you to get involved here at YSU. So that was a brief glimpse into your YSU experience. The next portion we're going to talk about is our affordability. And that's one big thing we really like to push because we are the best tuition value here in the state of Ohio, as well as the entire US. And really that starts with our cost of attendance. So here is our cost of attendance, and we're very transparent about it. That's what you're looking at if you're an in-state student or if you're out of state. And the nice thing is that annual tuition is for the full academic year, meaning both fall and spring combined. Now, we also have our Penguin Tuition Promise. That's our guarantee that you never have to worry about the cost of tuition rising throughout your 4 years. So if that's the cost you start at, that's also the cost you're going to end at. Lastly, if you're interested in living on campus, that's the total cost of the resident you'll be looking at down at the bottom. Now, keep in mind that's going to include your housing, your meal plan, your laundry, your RA staff, all of them are there for you, and that's all included for your total cost at the bottom. Now, while that's the cost, tons of ways to bring down that cost through our financial aid and scholarships. The first thing I always want to mention is our Freshman Excellence Scholarships. Those are our automatic merit-based scholarships. So for that to be eligible, you simply have to be graduating out of high school and coming straight into college. It goes based off of your GPA, ACT, SAT, but like I said, this is automatic. Now, there are plenty of other ways to add on additional scholarships. Those are listed right there on the right. That includes academics. While you're here at YSU, or just by being an out-of-state student, you have an additional scholarship there. And there's over 700 plus additional scholarships on our financial aid page for you to check out. So a lot of ways to bring down that cost even further. So that's the cost of attendance. Now, the last portion I really want to focus on is becoming a YSU Penguin, really going into what those steps would look like. And the first thing is just knowing what our deadlines look like. The first one was our priority deadline. That was February 15th for the Honors College. However, keep in mind, for the Honors College, you can join them at any point throughout your 4 years, so no problem there. The big deadline we focus on is August 1st. However, best to just apply as soon as possible because that way you can get rolling with orientation. Now, as far as what the application process looks like, first, you just go to ysu.edu. You can fill out a new incoming freshman application there. Now, we do not currently accept the Common App, so just make sure that you go to ysu.edu to fill out that application. There is currently an application fee that's $45. Now, if you are in any food voucher programs, make sure your high school counselor fills that out for you. That fee can be waived. One thing that we will need from you is your high school transcript. So any AP, IB, CLEP, make sure that's included there. We'll be happy to accept all of that. Now, we will admit you based off of your current high school transcript, but keep in mind, we'll still need your final high school transcript when you graduate. That way we have that final GPA. Now, we are test optional for the fall semester. However, if you want to submit those ACT, SAT scores, that's fantastic. That'll all go towards that freshman excellence scholarship I mentioned before. So a lot of ways to bring down that cost. So that was our test scores. Now, if you are a College Credit Plus student and you're attending another university while in high school, make sure to just submit that college transcript as well. We'll be happy to accept those credits too. So that's as far as our application. The last portion I wanted to mention today is how to learn a little bit more about YSU. I know this is a very short period of time. So the first thing you can do is just go to visit.ysu.edu. We are currently offering daily on-campus tours, and I have personally managed the tour guides there. They'd be happy to show you around. We also do have virtual options as well if you're not comfortable being on campus. That includes virtual tours and also virtual appointments with staff members such as myself. And also we'll be happy to have plenty of different events currently going on too that are specific to your major. So the last portion I'm just going to keep up for just a second is additional questions. So if you want to reach out to us as far as questions with that application process, you can reach us here at that email address and also our phone number. It was a pleasure speaking with you. Have a nice day.
Okay, thank you so much to Youngstown State for their time in joining us. Last but certainly not least, we are going to hear from Lourdes University. So please make sure if you have any questions that you get those in because our time is quickly wrapping up.
Okay, hello, my name is Jal Rivera, and I am an admissions counselor over at Lourdes University and a proud Grey Wolf. So just to talk a little bit about our school, so we are founded in Franciscan Catholic tradition. Based on that, we have 4 prime pillars that we tell our students, which is learning, community, reverence, and service. We are a small private liberal arts university. We are located in Sylvania, Ohio. Sylvania is a small town right outside of Toledo. We are very close to Michigan and the city of Detroit. We're actually also very close to Canada if you are open to take a quick road trip outside of the country. And we always encourage students to just get out and have some fun. Along with that, like I mentioned, we are small. So we have about 1,400 students, which goes up to a 15-to-1 student to faculty ratio. Also, we have that according to Princeton Review, we have been named Best in the Midwest College 14 times, as well as voted one of our safe campus. As part of our academic programs, they have been divided between 4 major colleges, which is Arts and Sciences, Business and Leadership, our College of Nursing, and our College of Social Sciences. We have many majors, about 40 that fall under these 4 colleges. As part of our life on at Lourdes University, we are part of the NAIA Division II. We do give out scholarships for potential recruits and athletes. These are some of the athletics that we offer. We actually just added women's wrestling to our list of sports. out there. And then as you can see on the right-hand side, we have our recreational activities that are open to not only students, but also faculty. So it was always fun as a former student, having a game of flag football with your history professor or anybody in the administration that decided to play along. Right over here, we'd like to show off our eBike Recreation Center. It is fairly brand new and we are very proud of it. Here are some of the pictures that have some of our athletes in their training regimen, as well as some of our students just having fun. Something that I loved as a student, as well as showed to students, potential students, is we have an apartment style residence halls. So as you can see here, we have 2 of our different house plans. So we have a 2-bedroom apartment. It comes with a fully furnished dining room and living room, as well as 2 bedrooms. And we also have a 1-bedroom apartment, again, fully furnished. Which obviously has a different set of experience when it comes to staying on campus. Here at Lourdes University, we offer full-time scholarships and grants. Merit awards, we base them off directly with your transcripts and GPA. Character awards, we offer students the opportunity in a partnership with Raise Me. We give scholarships to be with the band and choir, and even if you're interested to being part of our team that deals with the mascot. So if you are interested in being literally a gray wolf, we also offer a scholarship for that. The admissions process for high school students. So we try to make the process as easy as possible for the students. You can complete the Lourdes online application, which is called the Gray Wolf app. It's completely free. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes to complete. So we try to make it as easy and quick as possible for students. We also accept the Common App. Our step 2, then we have to send in your high school transcripts so we can accept you on unofficial copy of transcripts, but right before we have you enroll in classes, we will be needing that final transcript. We are test optional, so you do not need to submit your ACT or SAT scores. However, if you would like to submit them, then by all means, we would love to have those as well. Other than that, we keep moving on for you to complete your FAFSA, and that way you can send over your information. That way we can have our financial aid department take a look at that and make sure to prepare your offer. That way we can get you moving onto the process. And step 4, we have our online general scholarship application. With that is just a way to get you some extra aid. And with all of these steps, we're always right there with you. Schedule a visit with us. With the time, even through the pandemic, we have stayed strong with having on-campus visits. We love having students over and families over to show them what Lourdes is about. We also offer virtual appointments for students who are a little bit farther away or not necessarily feel safe coming into campus, as well as drive-through campus where you do not need to leave the comfort of your car to explore our campus. Thank you for your time. Like I mentioned, my name is Joel Rivera. Right here, we have a QR code for if you want to request a little bit more information, as well as my contact information for any questions. Thank you.
And thank you so much to Lourdes University and all of our representatives for their time this evening as they've shared some information with us. So at this point, we are finished up with our college presentation. So just a few little housekeeping items that I wanted to mention for the students joining us. After you exit the webinar, you're going to have access to a very quick 4-question survey. Please take the time to respond to that to let us know exactly how your experience went. It helps StriveScan as they plan future virtual college fairs. Once again, the recordings for this session will be available within about a week or so on strivescan.com/Ohio. And if you missed any of the sessions earlier today, those will be available there as well. So again, thank you so much to our 6 institutions for joining us. I know that I join them in saying to you all as students that we hope that this information has been helpful as you are gathering information and just kind of familiarizing yourself with the college search and selection process. So thank you so much again for joining us and have a great and safe evening. Bye-bye.